mention. I'm $100 million richer. Might paint $100 million picture. One man army.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Young wasting no time, right to the air. And his first pass is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second down and 10.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
White, green jack, snap, red, dog red, ready?
On 2nd down, Young. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And look at this Eagle defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. 3rd down and 6. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Young on 3rd down. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2nd and 9. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Young. The Sanders has got it complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, when we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Eagles at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. You look at this Carolina defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Hey, 73, 73. 63, 63, 63. Crowd, let's get it.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And they'll come out with a 4-receiver set. 3rd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on It really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense, but I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now 2nd and 3. Swift going to try up the middle, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On first down, Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Pushes past him. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got them into the end zone.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hurts completing this one quickly. Touchdown, Eagles! A great play. His first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second and 10. Now Young. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
That one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. To throw, Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock here? Are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync. And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Nice little juke. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check mega.
Off the play fake, Young. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. A quick throw complete to Chark. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
Real green. Ready.
Young working out of the gun. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with him. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. His throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. On 2nd down, Swift. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
At their own 1-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Well, partner, I'm just going to say this. Whoever did the scouting report for this game is going to get a raise because they've had their number at every turn, and they just buried him for a safety with ease. When you earn 2 points and give up 0 for a half of football, there's not much left you can improve on, even though they'll try.
This is taken at the 23. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And bulldozing his way through. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room? And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 39 that time.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A 55-yard attempt.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this will stay a two-score game at 16.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Let's go now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now Sanders. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that will, of course, move the football up the field.
Ready,
A boost
fight.
here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Hut, hut.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Hut, hut.
Another run with Sanders. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Let's go.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Red, yellow. Field, black. Ready.
Now here's Young. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the last time that they were on the field, little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy.
He's got him in, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now back to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
72 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
2nd down and 8. Here's Young from the shotgun. It's caught by Sanders. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Here we go. Here we go. Red, cycle. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Young. And his throw here is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Come on. Set.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Ready.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Young will set to throw. And that is incomplete.
The coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
78 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking. It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Hurts.
This will be caught by Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's
blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Here's Swift.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Elliott now to have the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Here's Sanders. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Blaster. Ready.
Here's Young. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
White. Ready?
Out of the gun, it's Young. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here's Johnny Hekker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
And here's Rodgers on the return.
There goes a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Hey, let's go.
And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. So flying Eagles fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
From the absolute pitch a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So